Hey, what's up, fellow drivers? I'm super excited for this video today. I'm going to be sharing some great content. So this video is going to be about how you can do product research that fits your budget to start Amazon FBA. If that excites you, stay tuned. My name is David Liggins with No Rep Limits, and welcome back to the channel. If you're a new subscriber, thank you so much for subscribing and helping me hit 100 subscribers over the last couple of days. I really appreciate it. The last few days have been completely awesome. I'm going to be showing more content on the talk that I had to meet up here in Seattle, Washington. So stay tuned for that. If you're new to the channel, I'm a six-figure Amazon private label seller. I've been doing this for almost 2 years now, and I'm currently documenting my journey from $0 to $100,000 in revenue a month. If you checked out some of my previous videos, which you absolutely should, I'm currently at $25,000 to $30,000 a month with 3 brand new products that I've launched within the last 2 months. I'm super excited about that. So if you're interested in that content, you already know what to do. Become part of the team, subscribe, hit all the buttons, the bell, like crew. It really helps the channel. I really appreciate it, guys. And let's get started with the content. All right, guys, what did you come here for? You came here for the action. You came here for the knowledge, and I'm here to give it to you guys. So this video, if you're ready to take action, this is it. This is the video for you, so stay tuned. I'm gonna try to keep this a little bit within the 10 to 15 minute mark, guys, but I have a lot of content to share. I might have to break this up, but if you're ready to take action, go ahead and keep watching this video. So there are a couple things that you're gonna need. I'm gonna show you how to do product research that fits your budget for Amazon FBA. All right, guys, that's really important. A couple of things though. You're going to need a couple of tools. The tools that I recommend you use that we're going to talk about is Helium 10 and Jungle Scout. Now, I use these tools every single time I do product research. Helium 10 is a staple. I have a code below in the description for 50% off your first month, guys. Yes, I get a small commission. It helps the channel. It helps me continue producing more content for you guys. And it also helps you because you get a discount. So it's below. You get the 14-day free trial, and then after that, for your first full month, you get 50% off. So go ahead and click that if you're looking to get started and take action. Now, with that being said, guys, we're going to be talking about product discovery. All right, we're not going to go into product validation quite yet. That could be an hour-long video here. We're going to go into product discovery. This is a phase I'm going to show you quickly how to use the tools. You're going to have to use it to get used to it, but use the tools to find product ideas and ideas for you to launch in a particular market, or find products that you can start doing customer innovation on, etc. Now, here's one important thing, guys. Patience is a virtue. You have to be patient. Please do not rush this process. I've rushed before, and when I rushed, I lost money and I made mistakes. Do not do that. And I know you're eager, you're ready to learn, you're ready to get in, jump in and make some money, guys. Again, this is not get rich quick. It's going to take some time, and once you spend that money, give the supplier that dollar, you're not going to get it back, okay? So just make sure you're taking the time, finding the right products, identifying them, validating them before you make that purchase, okay? So take the time here, get the coaching, get the mentorship, do a course. I don't have any of that. I do have coaching, but I'm not really talking about that much, but just make sure you're taking the time to do your product research and product identification correctly. All right, guys? So before we dive into my computer and look at that tool, Helium 10, this is a couple things that I want you to really kind of drive home, okay? Everybody's budget is going to be different. Don't worry about what other people are doing. Worry about your business and your budget and what you want to accomplish with your business, okay? Now, here's a couple of things. In order to find products that fit your budget, you're going to need to understand a couple of parameters. And the parameters that we're going to discuss when I look into Helium 10 are going to be your price point, how many sales and units are happening in a month for that particular product, estimated. Okay, this is really crucial. And the next step in that is going to be, which we're not going to be talking about in this video, is also sourcing that product, right? So how this all plays along is that if I'm going into a niche where I need to do a minimum of $1,000, 1,000 units a month to be relevant, that means I'm going to have to purchase between 2,500 and 3,000 units to make sure I stay in stock and not run out. That means you're going to have a bigger initial investment into that product, which means more money out of your pocket. So if you don't have the $5,000, $6,000, or $10,000 to invest in this product, that can be pretty expensive. It's not going to be a product that you can do. So we're gonna back that down a little bit. So the biggest factor here is making sure that we can find products that have good margins, that can be profitable, but only do between 150, maybe 300, 400 units a month. That means that's less initial investment out of your pocket. And if we can source these products as a reasonable cost, say, $1.50 or $2, maybe even $3 landed cost, now we're looking at, $900 or so dollars, $900 or so dollars in landed cost for this product. That's a big difference than spending, $3,000 or $5,000. Now, if your budget's that low, it is going to be more difficult to find products, and it's going to be a little bit more difficult to differentiate it sometimes, but we're worried about that a little bit later. But this is just to give you a little bit of tips and the mindset to get started, to understand what you need to look for. All right, so let's get started. All right, guys, so here we go. So this is the Helium 10 dashboard. So let me start from the beginning here. This is kind of like where you'll start off in Helium 10, and Black Box is a tool that we use for product discovery. So we're going to click Black Box here, and we're going to get started. Now, I'm not going to validate these products for you, okay, guys? We're not there yet. What we want to do is get you familiar with the tool so you can understand how you can find Amazon products that you can launch under your budget. All right, so there are a couple parameters that you need to make sure that you pay attention to. So there's a couple things that I do. So your category. Typically, stay away from electronics if this is your first product, okay, guys? There's a high defect rate. There are going to be things that your customer returns, electronics to fail. Just kind of stay away from that. So there's a couple categories like watches, jewelry, digital products, appliances, electronics that we're going to stay away from. Books, we're going to stay away from that, okay? We're not in that business. We're in private label business. So for example, you can pick any of these other categories. So I'm just going to pick, for example, right now, office products, okay? So now we're looking at office products. And here's a couple things, guys. You have revenue, price, review count, review rating, etc. We're going to go look at these advanced options. But let's start here. When you're looking for products that are going to fit your budget, we're mainly looking at the cost of the item and how many units they're going to sell a month. Okay, so that's what we're going to focus on here. Now, before we get to that, price is very important. Price is where your profitability is going to come into play. This is the price that customers pay for your product. Your profit is going to be minus your cost, minus your Amazon fees, minus your PPC, etc. That is going to be your profit. In order to make profit, on average with Amazon, you need to have things that are at least $15 at a minimum, guys. I don't recommend you start off with something that cheap, but maybe you have to. But we're going to look for products that are in the $20 range. This is what I recommend at a minimum, okay? $20 range. So let's go ahead and put in some numbers there. We're going to go 19 to about $21. Okay, so now that we have $19 and $21, the next thing that we want to do is we're not really focused on revenue. We can back out revenue, right? So if we have something that sells on an average of $20 and that sells 300 units a month, then we can calculate our revenue, which is going to be $6,000 in revenue, right? That's how we're going to do that. So you don't need both, okay? So but since we're trying to focus on products that meet our budget, we need to make sure that we just say we're not going to sell a product that does 1,000, 1,200, 1,500 units a month, because you're going to have to buy a lot more product, okay? So we're going to go down here and we're going to look at monthly unit sales here. So we don't want things that are not selling, right? So we're just going to say at least sells 1 unit, and we're going to do let's do at least 150 units, okay? And we're going to do about 350 units. And I said 359 because I want to make sure I get some things that are on the threshold here. So I'll actually do 145. Now, what this means, guys, is that the products that we find, most of them are going to do in between 150 and 350 units a month, and this is fine, right? So if you're finding something that costs you $1 or $2 to source, and you're doing 200 units a month, then you can calculate how much money you're going to come out of pocket, right? And this is how you can get stuff on a budget that can be profitable. But now, if you need to purchase 1,000 of these units, then now we're spending $2,000, and we're getting to those things. So this is how you're going to find things in your budget. Next, we want to do is we want to eliminate the retail arbitrage, guys. Retail arbitrage is when I go to like a Walmart or Target or something that's on sale, like clearance, buy that at a discount, sell on Amazon for a profit. We don't want those things. So in order to mitigate that, we want to do a max of 3 sellers. This gives us a little bit of room. The private label seller, a hijacker, which is unfortunate, but maybe they will have a hijacker, okay? And also maybe Amazon is on the listing or something like that for like warehouse deals where they've lost inventory, found it, and they reimburse you and they're trying to sell it. Okay. Don't need to get into too much detail, but just put 3 or so sellers, 2 or 3 sellers to make sure we get rid of those big brands like Adidas and Nike and Staples and all this other big office supplies that we're not trying to compete with. Okay, so let me just make sure. So review count. I know if you've been in this particular niche, trying to start this business model of Amazon FBA, people talk about competition. Reviews are going to be huge, obviously, and they always want to be prescriptive, like, hey, under 50 reviews, under 75 reviews, etc. Guys, you don't have to follow everything to a T. And this brings me to this point. I'm putting in these numbers, but this doesn't mean you have to use exactly these numbers. I implore you not to use exactly these numbers. Switch it up. Be creative. Do something a little bit different. You can do a higher price point. You can do a little bit more reviews here, but you have to make sure that you're searching different in order for you to find products that are different from everybody else. If everybody uses these same parameters, they're going to find the same products, and then nobody's going to be profitable. Okay, so these are just examples of how to use the tool. Think a little bit, try something out the box. But for the reviews, we want stuff. We don't want brand new products, so we want at least 10 reviews. I'm going to say 9, okay? And then I don't mind competing with something that's about 150 reviews. So I'll go with 159 reviews here. This is still fine. This doesn't mean it's too competitive. And this is your start, guys. So now we're going to be looking for things that are not extremely competitive, something that we can find products that we can compete with. We're going to be looking in this $20 price point, which is going to give us enough room to source the product, ship the product, build our listing, Amazon fees, and still take home a healthy margin and profit. And we're minimizing our upfront cost by lowering the amount of units that we have to sell per month. This is way you can buy enough units to stay in stock when you have that momentum and be profitable, or increase your chances of being profitable. Okay, this is really important. Now, there are a couple small pro tips that I want to give you. Okay, just a little bit of an edge. Okay, guys, since you're watching my content, you're my team. I definitely want to support my team, guys. I want to give you the best chances of success. Here's a couple pro tips for you. We want to make sure that we keep our weight down. Okay, so we're going to be going with a standard size product. We don't want any oversized product. That means increased shipping, increased Amazon fees because it's oversized, etc. If you're just starting off, you're going to make mistakes. I'm here to help you make less mistakes. And so stick with the standard size products. We don't want anything that's too heavy, 2 pounds or under. I say 2.1 because there could be some things on the edge, stuff like that, but be creative here. You can do 2.2, 2.5, but don't do anything that's extremely heavy because that's going to cost you more money to ship. And we're trying to do this under a budget that makes sense for people who are a little bit more budget conscious and want to start this and increase their chance of success. Now, here's another pro tip, guys. Number of images. I'm not going to get into it right now. We're going to talk about this in a future video when we're talking about validation of products. But optimization of your listing is incredibly important. Pictures are incredibly important. That's like the number one thing other than your title and bullet points, etc. in your back end to have your listing optimized is images. They help your customers stop scrolling. Just like a thumbnail on YouTube helps customers or your viewers stop scrolling and click on your video. Pictures help people stop scrolling and click on your listing. So if a competitor is under optimized, you can check and make sure they don't have the max number of pictures. You can say 3 pictures or 4 pictures. This lets me know that if I can find a product that's been doing well for a while now, a mature niche that I can disrupt, and they don't have an optimized listing and they're still crushing it, guess what I can do? I can come in there, improve on the product, crush them and beat out Amazon. These guys have a killer listing that people love, and then I can disrupt that particular niche. This is a smart way to do product research, guys. All right, guys, so I'm gonna have to stop the video there. If I go and do the whole thing where we go in and look at these different products and validate these products, the information is gonna get so long, the video is gonna get so long that guys not gonna watch it. All right, drivers, I really hope that was helpful. Stay tuned. I'm going to be continuing this series so we can dive a little bit deeper into product research and also product validation, just so you can help you out and get you started and get off that fence, guys. We want you to take action. Again, we're drivers of our business. We're driving our business to success. I'm going to help you drive the business to success. If you're stayed along for this long in a video, guys, you know what to do. Be part of the team. Hit that subscribe button, hit all the buttons, hit the bell. Like crew, go ahead and smash that like button. Help me out. But I'm going to be bringing you a lot more content like this and just stepping it back a little bit to show you that you can get off the fence and you can be successful and you can do it the right way the first time. All right. Anyways, guys, I hope this video was helpful. Keep driving your business to success, and I'll catch you at the next one. Later.